On 1st and 10, Machado. And his throw is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot. And they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time
pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
To throw on 2nd down, Machado. Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Machado. Flushed out right. Finding room to the 20, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's the big man Dillon with it. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. Touchdown, Packers! Amari Rodgers there to make the grab. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
So far on this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. He'll field this at the 5. Touchdown, Packers! Wow, sensational 95 yards on the punt return. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers in the hole because they're both in different wavelengths. I also wouldn't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated touchdown.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Back to throw. Machado. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. On is the punter, Charlton, now as he's able to get this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Jackson on 1st down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Machado. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Machado. That is caught by Rodgers. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to...
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Machado. His throw incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Machado, and now another one thrown incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he's out right at the 25. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he's giving his guys a shot. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And his kick is indeed good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go. Let's do this. At their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Machado. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the gun, Machado. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Machado finding room at the 30. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on here to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll return it from the 6. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Now Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far by Jair Alexander. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Boy, Charles, that has now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives. And you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Throwing on 1st down. Machado, he's going to find Gallup here complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Now a handoff to Dillon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. From the gun on 3rd down. Machado eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to
field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers use the short field to get in for 6. The extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. On 2nd and 10. Jackson. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chunking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Stokes. And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Fights through it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
2nd and 7. They'll try the left side with Dillon. This is kind of the key here. Yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Tershawn Wharton, the one to get him to the ground on the defensive side. Here's 2nd and 9. On the handoff, Dillon. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll set up the screen for Stewart. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Just like that. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. He's been terrific so far. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man.